Hello. I'm already getting feedback on my last video, and I knew that group too, man. I knew it was gonna get to me. So I just sat down and I was like, all right, fine. You know what? Like, we're gonna be very, 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 very specific in this space. We're gonna be shiny, happy people holding hands. And I'm gonna cushion the blow with a really positive, uplifting message. And I was like, we can only give messages that are good and uplifting and positive. And so that is what we're going to do in this space. Now, if that doesn't happen, do not shoot the messenger. I tried so hard, y'all. I'm like, I'm gonna have good vibes only. Okay. So, look, I already have this. My son, dumped, ashes all over this already. So if you were considering having children, you're like, how much of a great idea is that? Well, now you know. Okay, so also here for your birth control. And I apologize in advance if I say things too frankly and you don't enjoy it. Go somewhere else then. Because we are done closing ourselves to make other people comfortable. We're done doing that. All of us, we're all done. We're done. Goodbye. All right, so we're gonna have good vibes only in this space, correct? Right? That is what we're gonna have here? Yeah? That is what I hope that we are going to have in this space. So if you're feeling energetically connected to one of these messages, and if you happen to be in the group 2 collective in the previous reading, these do tend to fall kind of in line with your collective that you're in, the energy for the readings. The group 2 space got whooped earlier today, and I'm so sorry for the energy that I already had someone that responded to the reading and was like, what? And I knew that was going to come, and that is what used to really trip me up in this space, and I would feel some type of way about it. I would get all up in my head, y'all remember? And I was like, oh, I want everybody to like me, and I realized that that's stupid, and that not everybody's going to like me. I just got to deal with it. So if you like me, wonderful. I like that you like me. Obviously that's a more enjoyable space for me to exist in. Obviously we like that. We tend to be people who fall along those little people pleasers. We might be fawns in this space. If you resonate in my collective, then there's a high probability that you are a fawn as well. So now that we got that all off, let's go ahead and dive into these positive reads. And this is going to be a really quick reading, honestly. I've already done a reading today, but I saw the messages come in, and the group 2 collective is already right in it. And I'm like, oh boy, this might go haywire. So we're going to cushion the blow with a very, very positive reading. Okay, so look at the cards. Let me know which, you don't have to let me know, but I would really appreciate it if you let me know which collective that you resonate with. That makes me happy when you comment on my stuff, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna leave you there I have to get my shirt on that I just feel is like the shirt that I love to wear now for my readings. I love this like see-through silk. It's like my lucky shirt. Maybe. We're gonna find out. If I can keep, here I am with that damn, isn't that funny? It's been a month since I have been gone, right? And y'all remember in the past, always the collective 2 space, man. Whew. It's like I am your mother. You listen to me. Okay. All right. I'm done being weird. Okay. Well, no, I'm not. I'll be weird forever, but I'm ready. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go, baby. All right. 1, 2, 3. Queen of Wands. You sassy bitch. You sassafras. Your energy has gone on the up, like gone way, 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 way up. into a space that is so much different than it was already earlier today. I don't know if it was just hot earlier today. I don't know where you're at in the world, but here in America, in Central America, y'all, it was so hot. I don't even know what it would be like down south right now. Like, are you okay? If you're in the south, blink if you're okay. Because it was super hot today. Anyway, we are going to do a positive message for you. This is probably going to be really lighthearted and humorous. Anyway, I was gonna say, like, you are, this energy went on the up for you. It's a very passionate, honestly, like, very sensual, very, feminine, very giddy, very giggly, very different than it was earlier today. I don't know. It's like, birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. All right, enough of that. What you got going on, baby? I decided, like, I'm just gonna talk to everybody like they're my, like how I would talk to you if you were my man. Ooh, you might be, this, like, sensual energy might be a little bit, like, you might have people peeking in on you. Like, you might have a bunch of wands in your energy, just like, hey, and you're fighting them off with sticks, you know? I do feel like this is a lot of control and self. I think, you know what's interesting, though, is, like, also there's, like, a big overflowing emotion right now, but you're kind of, like, being advised a bit to, like, yes, stay in that energy where you are, like, open and emotional and compassionate or whatever, but also hold your space, hold your boundaries. Like, yeah, you're on the up and you're having a good time, but, like, remember, like, it's like almost like, hey, remember what you've learned, don't you dare. And here's that Queen of Wands, 2 on the bottom of the deck. Confirmation. This Queen of Wands energy came after a period of reflection. You could have just came through something, and I've told y'all in the group 1 space, you've been in a space that has been very transformative, very, like, big changes that have occurred within self, within the connections that you have around you. It's like, this is your your congratulatory space, and it's like you're ready to step into your power in a certain space in certain situations, and it's really giving, honestly, it's a no fucks given, and I am here for that. What else do we have? This is interesting. Okay, so you are kind of like in this, you may have been okay, so you may have previously been somebody who would have, like, you're really, it's like, what is that song right now? It's like, I can't say the word, you know, but the N word, off, so don't get comfortable. What is that? Bodak Yellow, right? Is that the right word? But you know how she's like, off, so don't get comfortable. I don't dance now, I make money moves. I ain't gotta dance. But that cutoff part, right, is like, you may have been previously somebody who would have been really assertive in communication, or really been, like, kind of had an armor in words or in communication that was, like, honestly, like, cutting people off before they were even allowed to get close. And you kind of understood that in order, it's like you've moved into a collaborative space where you're giving more of yourself to others, and there's payoff in this. It's like really being like, you've put some things down, you put some burdensome energy down behind you, or something that you were going through, that maybe put you into that sort of energy where you're kind of keeping everybody a little bit at arm's length. And this is kind of like this moment of going, hey, congratulations, because you are either, you just moved out of this, or you are, you know, right there moving out of it. But for some of you, just with the upswing, like, I do feel like you're in a really good space right now where you're kind of like moving out of it. But there is something about, like, okay, like, be mindful too in this space. Don't get don't get, don't fall into a certain pattern, okay? Is like kind of like a little bit of the, what do I want to say here? It's like the little bit of a, it's not necessarily a warning, okay? It's just like, hey, okay, like, remember, it's like mind your P's and Q's a little bit. I don't know what it is. But you also have this 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So you are moving into some kind of abundance. As a result of this situation that you've been through, this really transformative space. I feel like recently, y'all, just between us, I feel like I've been very repetitive in the readings that I've done recently, and feel like I have been saying the same things over and over again. And I have a relatively decent vocabulary, honestly, so I don't know if I just get excited or I get in a space like I was earlier today in the group do space, and I didn't know how to deliver really bad news. Or just really, that wasn't bad news. It was just not, I think, you know, I really do feel like people come to YouTube and like, they're here to be entertained, you know, they don't want to be, it's like, I don't want to hear the truth. I just coddle me. And I'm like, oh, well, you're going to have to find a different reader for that, baby. Like we're going to hype you up when you're in a hype space, and we're going to, you know, let you down gently when you're not. Okay. But you, group one, are in the space that is making it really awesome for me to be your hype team member. You could have very recently there could have been conflict in your life that really created this transition for you as well, where you really just were like, no, you decided here that's like, it's like, it's weird because it's like you did cut off something in your life, but it was like an energy, and it wasn't in a way that was like mean or overbearing, or, you know, it was like, it was more so like, I feel like in the past you may have been somebody who would have been more like, not necessarily running towards conflict, but really wouldn't, you know, wouldn't avoid it either, and being like, and actually it would have been in a space that was like, okay, we gonna match vibes then. Let's match vibes. And now you're like, no, like I don't want to be in that energy. And that's amazing. That's like really, that's bossing up, man. And I think it's just amazing. Oh, wonderful. Good job. Congratulations, group one. I am here for you, baby. Okay, what else do we need to know? I'm just here to stroke your ego, baby, I guess. That's what we're here for. I heard the song, Lick It Good, or My Neck, My Back. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all. Who am I? Who is showing up for this reading? Hey, sister, soul sister, you better get that dough, sister. What else are we going to do here? I want to do a different deck for you to do another message. Ooh, let's do the movie tarot. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen this deck. Ah, I missed you guys so much. I feel weird. I feel weird just sitting here because I'm realistically like talking to my wall, but it's like I know I'm talking to y'all in the future. Like you're in the future right now if you think about that. I'm in your past. What is wrong with me? What else do I need to know here in group one? I'm giddy. I remember one time someone was like, maybe it's your own energy. And I was like, yeah, bitch, that's the fucking point. We're in this collective together. Every space is an energy I have been in. That's why I can connect to it. That's how it works. Now we're learning things, aren't we? The Tower. Knight of Swords. There's somebody coming in with... There's someone coming into your energy with some sort of information. This is going to be, it's not like a bad tower. It's a good tower. Besides, it's like it's a Samuel L. Jackson tower. I strike down upon thee with great vengeance. Thank you, Forrest Gump, coming in here to move you forward in a situation. There's a risk that you're taking. There's a leap of faith that's coming towards you, or that you are taking, moving towards something. This is coming out of left field a little bit, where you're like, what? Yeah, kind of like that. But it is still, like, I feel like you still have to have your bearings in this. Like, let's not get too, like, yes, I know, like, we're in a decent energy right now. Don't get me wrong. What else? But this is someone coming in with some information. 8 of Swords. Clarify that. We're in a happy place. This is positive energy. I specifically requested that, actually. Thank you. What is this? 3 of Cups. Do you have other people in your energy? This may be more than one person. This may not actually be like, ooh, you know, this could this could very well be okay, hello. There's the 10 of Cups, just like, hello, I would like to fly out of here. Okay, well, I guess since the 10 of Cups was on top, we'll take it, and we love that energy anyway, right? Okay, so the 3 of Cups is actually traditionally in tarot as a celebration card, but so it could be, it's like 2 scenarios here, okay? So scenario 1 is that it's a celebration for getting yourself out of a really anxious space, where it's like maybe very recently you were kind of down or like going through something and really feeling the weight of that. I just got a kiss on the cheek from my youngest son. I don't know if that's confirming at all into that moment. Okay. Thank you for the kiss. Bye. Bye, I love you. Okay. Oh, one that's so sweet. Okay. So I don't know if it's like something like that, like someone coming in and just like giving you some affection. Taking you out of this like energy a little bit of being a bit, you know, out of an anxious space a little bit, and bringing you into this more celebratory space, bringing you into just feeling a lot better, taking you out of that moment, or even taking yourself out of that. Scenario 2 is that you could have some anxiety surrounding maybe more than one person coming in with the same kind of energy that has like, it's like then being presented kind of with a choice between 2 different kinds of energy that maybe present similarly to this. And for you, who would these people be? Okay, for storyline B, really quick, let's just see who these people would be. Who are they? I don't think either person is really blue. Oh, okay. It's upright. Okay, that's interesting. So one of the energies would be, it's actually this here, this Panther card is actually like a really masculine energy, honestly. It's weird because it comes out like this, like, the way that this is presenting energetically is not how the card looks. You know, the card's like really like kind of unpleasant realistically, but it's more like this is somebody who's like, they're just very, they're like a kind of like a man's man, I guess, or like they're just, I don't know how to explain this. They are, it's just a really masculine energy that's coming in. It's like a predatory, it's kind of like someone coming in and like they would fight for you, they want you kind of thing. The other one is like someone who you've seen go through a transition, or something about them has transformed pretty majorly. And I feel like this here doesn't apply to the whole collective. I feel like this is only like, for some of you are going to resonate into that. I don't know. It just showed me 2 different people in my head to kind of basically to be able to present it to you. Okay. What else? I have missed this space, man. 3 cards? Okay, fine. The King of Coins, Page of Swords. Oh, okay. So actually, for some of you, for more than just a few of you, you actually might resonate into this two-person scenario quite well. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that both of these energies seem relatively I love taxi driver, y'all. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? And then you have Willy Wonka over here coming in with his bag, his coin. So you have one person that maybe is going to present as they have like, it's like one person is like, I guess would be financially kind of, they seem like they have like, they're all their shit together kind of thing, right? And the other one is going to be more of like a, they're not dark. They're not like a super dark energy, but they're more eclectic. Okay. They're going to come in with a little bit where like what they offer realistically is like an emotional thing, is like an emotional support. And so it's really going to depend on like what it is that you like, where you are guided to. I don't think either of these energies are realistically, look at it. And earlier today, you know, I was like, focus on yourself. We're going to just focus on yourself. And then the energy was like, okay, we're done doing that. You focus on yourself for a whole 5 hours. We're done with that. I guess. I don't know. Sometimes, like, this is what I'm talking about with tarot, is like it shifts so drastically that, you know, it's just, what are we talking about here? But, I mean, for some of you, or you know, there's a small collective of you as well. Just so we can teeter off into several different paths and I can sound like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Some of you, this could be somebody who has, who is really both of these things. But I feel like this is actually something that you are reflecting upon or intended to reflect upon or are going to be called to reflect upon. Perhaps this energy isn't necessarily in your space right now, but it is about to be, or you're going to know real soon what this is all about. And then maybe, you know, maybe whereas in the past you were kind of like feeling like you didn't have options, now you're going to feel like you got two pretty solid options, honestly. I think, to me, wealth is also emotional abundance. I don't know, like for me personally, like if this guy here, why am I interjecting with my opinion on this? This isn't about me. But, you know, like well, I mean, it is my energy too. But I would say my personal perspective is like, yeah, this kind of stuff is really cushiony and it's great for life. And some of us, that's what's really important to us. So don't get me wrong. Me, baby, words of affirmation are my love language. So I'd probably be with somebody who can actually communicate with me. You know what I mean? But that's me. All right, group one. I'm sorry if I was a little bit weird in this space. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. The comments do so much for the channel. It really means a lot to me. Even if you just put an emoji of some sort, or you put like a number one, or, you know, anything like that is really, 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 really helpful for me. And I'm trying to feed my kids, baby. I will be that person. I am not ashamed to say that I am a single woman and I'm trying to feed my babies and also help the world. Okay, thank you. Group one, enjoy the rest of your day. Group two. Hello, group two. I'm here to pick you back up off the floor that we put you on earlier. I'm sorry. I know that wasn't easy. If you listened to the last reading and you sat through that, then I know it was a little bit heavy in the group two space, and I'm so sorry. It feels like you are in a moment of really contemplation. Hey, baby, maybe you have some distracting energies. Hold on. Group two, I swear, if there isn't something that distracts me in your energy. Hey, you gotta be a little less loud, okay? Thank you. A little less loud, like my parenting skills, group two. I could have went out there and been like, shut up. But we're in good energy right now. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, group 2. Here we are, just getting distracted. The song that came out really right away for you was Patience by Guns N' Roses. It goes like, all you need is just a little patience. And so I do think you're in kind of this moment of rest, or it's like you're in some heavy contemplation. You're really, the thing about the Hanged Man, okay, this is a little bit different than the Hermit energy. When the Hermit goes into a space of isolation or of kind of reflecting on situations or scenarios, they're choosing to go in there. This is kind of like the divine actually picking you up and setting you into a space where you're facing the light. In the Hanged Man energy, the traditional card is the man hanging upside down with his head towards the light. And you are just kind of being called to learn a bit in this moment. It's like a divine, there's this scenario, right? If there's like something that is intended to happen in your life, then there is such thing as divine intervention, and it's gonna pick you up and drop you on your butt, and then it's gonna gently lift you back up. And I feel like that's kind of the moment. This is really like it's an ebb and flow in your energy today, because it's been like earlier it was really kind of in a lower moment. And I feel like, earlier today it was the temperature of the world was just in, I don't know, level hell. And so it was really hot earlier, and that kind of impacts our mood, a bit. So very well could have been that. And it could have been just this kind of stuff. Just then it was like in the right space to fester. So that's possible. Or you just could have really went through something recently that has kind of knocked you off your trajectory, knocked you off balance, and kind of put you in this Hanged Man energy to learn something. But what is being learned here in this space is actually really positive. It's a really positive moment in your life. All tower moments, in my personal opinion, are positive when you look at it from a different perspective. When you shift the perspective and you look at it and go, anything that I learn from this moment is good for me. It benefits me. I learn what not to do. I learn what not to accept for myself. I learn who I am. I learn an awareness about how I can present myself to the world. I learn awareness about my behaviors. I build accountability. I build humility. These are all beautiful things to build. They raise you up into a different vibration. And that is always going to be a beautiful thing, no matter what happens to put you on that trajectory. And sometimes, group 2, it is something that really doesn't feel like it when you're going through it, right? It feels like just being fed up of something, right? Okay. This is going to be a positive reading, I promise. I was very specific about that. I said, I felt like the group 2 space earlier was not my favorite reading. Okay, so this thing that you're going through, and I think you do know that earlier energy if you resonated into that reading at all. If you didn't and you're new here and you're seeing this from a different view, that previous reading isn't for you. I do feel like this is a passionate new beginning. A passionate new beginning on letting go of control, letting go of holding yourself back. This is really restricted energy when it's in the upright. It can present a little bit, I see it anyway, as greed. But that's not how it's coming through in this current space. In the upright for you and in this collective, it would be just restricted energy, or it's like guarded, or really kind of refusing to give out this. The abundance is not just pentacles, right? It is, I see abundance, in my opinion, anyway, like what is most abundant is your ability to connect with others. and building and forming connections. The more connections that you can build, the less that you can take the things that occur within self and project those onto others, the more meaningful relationships that you build with other people. And this is really reminiscent of being in that moment and understanding that. And this is like, it's really a beautiful thing that you're going through. I know that in some space it might have been, again, there's like an ebb and flow where like, yeah, you've gone through some things, but you're building so much in this space and building so much awareness that at some point, eventually, or even right now, you are going to see that what you have been going through in this space is all for your benefit, and for even like, if we're gonna get real weird here, even for a divine purpose or a divine calling. Because when we go through things like this, it really does open us up to the idea of being connected in as one, to building those connections, to understanding it. You are in a space right now that because of this experience that you have went through, there's some new inspiration and new creative ideas and a new way of looking at things and building perspective. And I think what the message here is to kind of congratulate you, even though it might have felt really heavy, even earlier in today, or, you know, just that energy that existed in this particular collective earlier today was super hard to sit in with you, was not easy to be in with you. But I think it was purposeful. And if you have not read it or listened to it and you have been going through some heavier stuff, I think it would be still beneficial. I will disclaimer you that in the video before this one, that it's not, I mean, it's a tough reading, and it's certainly not coddled in any way, but it could be something that would really help you. Anyway, okay. What else do we have going? That was a big message already. It was like, we're coming through with some, yeah, I do think it's just like coming out of this negative belief system. Okay, and so what could be, you may have been in some kind of conflict, okay, that created this little bit of this storm. How I'm seeing it though, more so, is that how it's presenting is it's the storm before the calm. I know that's backwards, but that's how it's being presented. As though you had a set of beliefs of some sort, right? That like you saw things a certain way. And that was broken down for you in a way that now you cannot see it any other way. You have to see it at a completely different perspective. And now you're seeing this from a new angle. Okay, but this new angle that you are seeing things from is the best thing that could have happened in this situation. It's just an awakening, you know? Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. All right, baby. So interesting, you have the you have the Hierophant, excuse me, in the reverse, but the High Priestess in the upright, which is also interesting because you could be somebody who also is moving into a feminine space, moving into a more nurturing space. You could have been very like assertive to the point where you were just, or even like emotionally unavailable or closed off in this. It is a positive read, okay? Group 2, don't lose me here. And now kind of are moving into a little bit more open, and also it's like your subconscious is like coming to the surface. This is also divine feminine energy as well. It's like building in an awareness of some sort of belief system that you had really subscribed yourself to, and are kind of seeing that from just a totally new perspective. And it's like you're being put into this pause, or into this like, my goodness, it is like, how do I explain this? It's like, ooh, we're in a retrograde. Oh my gosh, time stands still in a retrograde, and I will swear by that, baby. You're gonna come out of this with like totally different, you're gonna come out of this space where you just learned a whole bunch. Something went backwards, something came to the surface, and then when you get out of this, it's like learning you know, it's so weird because I feel like sometimes we get tripped up in the retrograde space, but if we really see it as a learning curve and a learning process, we can ride the wave a little bit differently. So you could have some things from the past belief systems that have surfaced, but they're also like dissipating in this moment. And I feel like it's a space that is actually not a bad thing. It's a pretty good thing, honestly. Okay, let's give you one more read. It is hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I am. Okay, that's enough. That is enough. Dun dun dun. Donnie Darko came to play. Death is actually rebirth. Death is actually new beginnings. There are no endings. There are only new beginnings. What is that? What is that? Goodness. Curly-haired painter dude. What is your name? Bob Ross. What is that Bob Ross saying? There are no... What does he say? There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. I don't know how that resonates. You could be going through something. Now, the Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be a connection with another person. Oftentimes when we're looking into readings, it is because of that. So this is, however, surrounding a situation with another person. I think that why you're going through this, or what the catalyst is that you're going through, is that you're learning something as a result of a relationship with another person, and are invited to have faith in this space. There's some kind of new beginning that is occurring within this relationship with somebody else. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. For some of you, it's actually not. Now it's in a phase where we're actually clarify that 5 of coins so that I can read it correctly. And again, there's that temperance card, that patience card. Clarify the 5 of coins for me, please. That's the 5 of pentacles. Clarify. Give me clarity or give me war. This one. 6 of Cups. Okay, so it's like this, where it maybe once have been in a bit of an imbalance in this connection, where there wasn't a whole lot of equal give and take of specifically of emotion. Okay, so now you are moving into that energy within this space with this person, or that is like some, or you are going to be moving into a connection of that kind if you're, you know, not resonating into a connection. But I really do feel like for a lot of you, this is some kind of relationship. This could have been a relationship in which you had there was just a lot of heavy burden surrounding it, and what you're learning in this space is a result of this. Now, I'm not always a super big fan of people coming back from the past personally. I feel like if we're allowing somebody back into the space of the past, like, it has to come with a clear understanding on each behalf of like what the other expects, what are the individual needs. It has to come with a willingness to communicate authentically. It cannot just be like, hello, I'm back, and like I never left, and just trying to act like nothing happened. Like, there has to be a conversation surrounding it, you know. Accountability is important. Okay, so if this is somebody from the past, you know, I would say I would personally, you know, I wouldn't just go like guns blazing and going like, okay, we're just starting off where we left off, and not having, you know, a legitimate conversation about why those things happen and how we can move forward to no longer do those things, and then moving kind of delicately, you know, not like jumping right into it. But this is something that it's like, you know, having a bit of patience in this space is going to bring in the union into a little bit calmer territory. And I think you are really learning that in this moment. Okay, group 2. That is everything I have for you. If you can please leave me a comment down in the comment section. If you just leave me an emoji even, that's fine with me. Any kind of comment actually that you provide, or even liking the video. These 2 things help tremendously to build an audience for the channel. And if you have not subscribed and you would like to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel because I would love to read for you in the future. Thank you so much for being here. Group 2, enjoy the rest of your night. Group 3, y'all, when I say your card out of all the cards just flew right out of the deck, it was instantaneously. As soon as I said group 3, it was like, boop. This card was like, here I am. Now, what I love about this is it's Adam and Eve. So it's like weird because I get like a little bit of a, not unrequited, because that's not what we're going for, but it's like something about this connection. It's like, it feels like the forbidden fruit. I don't know. What? We're being weird. Okay. It's like a really wish-fulfilling card. And, okay. Positive energy. Remember, we're in a positive space. Positive vibes. That was the request I made. Positive. Lots of Virgo energy here. Lots of Earth energy. You got Virgo, Virgo, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We are grounding into something, putting into some work. Now, what's interesting is, like, I feel like you're following your intuition here. Like, I feel like in a way, earlier today I had the fish card, and in some way I just feel like you're kind of a fish out of water in this experience, but you're going with it. You're like, okay, fine. Like, well, let's just run with this and see how it goes. And it seems to be working out in your favor. So you would be you are either in this space of being like seeing the reward for the fruits of your labor, or dealing with an energy like that, or you're both this way. You have very twinny energy. That was something that existed earlier in your reading as well, like very twin flame vibes. It's like I don't know, you both just kind of, you mirror one another in a way that is like very complementary. But really, I feel like, I don't feel like, this is the thing in your collective, is like, I feel like someone's coming in, or this is you. It's like really presenting, again, this is a really mirrored space. So for some of you, this is like, you are presenting as this Page of Swords, and for others, like, that's them representing as this Page of Swords. It's like they're coming in with new ideas and new perspective and new communication and new curiosity, and like expanding a bit on your connection. Or this is you doing that. And then it's sort of like these are the players here, right? There's like this intuition guiding the two of them in between each other. And then you have this like very self-sufficient, I guess, energy would be in this like sort of Nine of Pentacles space. Somebody who's like, okay, she has built this empire. Let's call it an empire. She's built something, and it's like a well-oiled machine. It's working for itself. And then she's over here and she's just like enjoying the fruits of her labor. Like her hard work has kind of paid off. So it's either like one or the two of you are in this space, and that's how each of you are going to represent, and you'll know who's who. And then you're moving. It's like whatever has gone on in this space. Again, like earlier today, there was some sort of something that is existing in the space, but I told you it's really minor, and it kind of had impacted your intuition in previous spaces in this connection, but now it's like moving straight from that and willing to put on the work on it, and understanding, like right now in this energy, you're in this Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is building upon something that is really working in your favor. And I think that for some reason there's been a bit of apprehension in that. But it is like, it's like taking flight in a different way. This is in your past energy here. Okay, actually, this is what you're in right now, and this is what was behind it. So this would be past. Okay, this is the bottom of the deck energy. So you're putting something down. This is Aries, this is Gemini. I don't know why I haven't read signs the entire time that I have been sitting here, but for some reason I am just telling you all of the zodiac in this space. I don't know if that's important for some of you, but anyway, it's like you had, it was like self-sabotaging or self-fulfilling prophecies, where it's like you just had decided like, oh, something about this is not working, or this is just not going right, and then then had subscribed to that, and then been really closed off a little bit in this energy or in this connection. Then it's like y'all put that down, or like maybe had just some things they had to work through, and now after having put that down are sort of in this new space and in this new beginning within this connection. And now you're looking out at things from a different point of view, and looking at it like moving forward into a new beginning in this relationship of some sort. Even if you've been with this person for a moment, it's like there's something new blossoming within this connection. And I am here for that, because some of us have been waiting for that kind of shit for a long time. I mean, right? It's like, goodness. When is it my turn? I don't know about y'all. I shouldn't probably say this, but like for me, you know, it's like I think that I'm like, when is it my turn? And then when I think about it being my turn, I'm like, I don't know about it. I'm ready for that. I don't know, I'm ready for that. I back off from like, I'm like, nah, that's okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. It is warm in here. It's getting hot in here. I don't want to take. Are you guys like taking it to that level or something? Do you have like a really passionate like physical connection with this person? That's quite possible. Okay. Now hold up here. I saw the Two of Pentacles flip out. Where did it go? It's gone. Okay. Anyway. Oh, for the love of. We'll take the Ten of Pentacles. Fine. We'll kick it up a notch. Ten of Pentacles is that ultimate abundance. Feeling really fulfilled. This would have been after a time of reflection, after going through, here we are, there's a hair on here. There was a hair on the Four of Swords. Maybe it was a minor thing that we were reflecting on. Maybe there was some healing that needed to happen, something that needed to change, some perspective that needed to be gained in order to build into this new space. But it's definitely a new beginning vibe within this connection. Something is transpiring, something's taking off, something is just a little bit different than it has been before, or has been previously. And so we're here for that, aren't we? I feel like many of us have been just kind of like, y'all, man, 2022 and 2023, those were not easy. The Devil, it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because it's Selma Hayek, okay? So that's why it's okay. Hayek? This is the only Devil card, actually, in all of the tarot decks that I have, that I actually like the Devil, specifically because it is Selma Hayek in Dusk Till Dawn, and you don't get much better than that. So I feel like it's coming in with self-control. I feel like it's coming in with like empowered energy more than it is any kind of deceptive energy. And this is too about bringing your shadow self to the surface. Here's the Sun. Here's the Nine of Cups. That's that wish fulfillment energy again. Here comes the Sun. And then you have the Sun. Yeah, I feel like just light has sort of been shed in this space a bit. You are building something new in this connection and building something new. Yeah, I feel like I've just said that in 1,000 different ways at this point and repeated it. So I think that if you were looking for confirmation on whether or not this connection is really as fulfilling as you think it is, yes. And yes, in this moment, yes, in the energy that is existing in this moment. And y'all know that if the energy was off, I would let you know. Like if there was deception energy, even with this, you know, you maybe in the past could have felt like these energies might, like something was deception or deceiving in this space. And I don't really feel that, okay? And I would let you know. I would let you know if I felt like you were just in wishful thinking. You know, I really would. So I think from the energy, at least as it's presenting right now, this is a really solid space. And I don't even know why you're listening to tarot, honestly. Because usually when we're listening to tarot, it's because somebody's not talking to us and we're trying to gain perspective. So, I mean, I know that there are some of us who actually do tap into readings for more than that. Here we are, this Four of Wands that was like, I am the Union card. And here's the Six of Wands being the chosen one. Now, again, here we are on the bottom of that deck. Your Five of Cups has come through several times, every time I've been in your collectives. So I do feel like y'all had a moment. There was something that kind of like maybe disconnected you for a second, some sort of grief that you occurred, but again, it was like really minor in this space. And so maybe like because you went through that little moment, now you're kind of on this you know, up current of energy, and whatever happened in that actually taught you a lot. And so it was then able to get you in a space in which you can build upon this connection. And I think that's beautiful. All right. Group 3. That is everything I have for you. I apologize. This feels like a little bit shorter of a read for you, but y'all just had like such a wonderful message. If this resonated with you, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. That means a lot to me. It really helps my channel tremendously. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am trying to feed my children with this channel. I'm trying to bring in extra income for me and also help you on your journey. So quid pro quo here in this space. Any sort of hit energetically that you can provide my channel helps my channel. So if you're new here and you want to subscribe, that would be amazing. We'd love to have you back. Or if you just want to like or comment on the video, those two things help tremendously as well. Thank you so much for being here, Group 3. Enjoy the rest of your day.